Welcome back. Okay, so the gut is connected to everything. We know that by now. We've talked briefly about the endocrine system. We talked about that last time, and why eliminating toxins are important. And by taking the toxic load off your endocrine system, it can properly balance things like our hormones. This system, endocrine system, makes hormones, sends hormones, and regulates the release of hormones. The endocrine hormones help control mood, growth and development, the way our organs work, metabolism, and reproduction. It's a pretty big system. And it's connected to the gut. The brain and the endocrine system control digestive processes. The brain controls the response of hunger and satiety. The endocrine system controls the release of hormones and enzymes required for digestion in the food and digestive tract. When gut health isn't optimal, hormones become imbalanced. 95% of serotonin is produced and stored in the gut. This is why people with unhealthy microbiomes also often experience feelings of depression and anxiety. Gut health also influences healthy cholesterol levels, which are precursors to maintaining a balance of progesterone and estrogen. So heal your hormones, help heal your gut. Let's dig in. This one is going to be a lot. So how do gut health issues lead to hormone imbalances? Okay, so number one, nutrient deficiencies. Your gut is where you absorb the nutrients needed to produce hormones. If you're not breaking down and absorbing nutrients properly, then you won't have the building blocks needed to make hormones like thyroid hormones, estrogen, progesterone, and cortisol. Poor nutrient absorption and deficiencies can be caused by infections like SIBO, candida overgrowth, or parasites, along with deficiencies in stomach acid or digestive enzymes needed to break down your food. Number two, gut dysbiosis. So the trillions of microbes in your gut, known as your microbiome, they play a role in activating and eliminating certain hormones. When there's an imbalance in these microbes due to stress, toxins, antibiotics, gut infections, or poor diet, it can have a huge impact on your hormone levels and function. For estrogen, in particular, there's a group of microbes called the estrobolome, and that helps regulate levels of circulating estrogen. So normally after estrogens are deactivated by your liver, they head to the intestines, where most of them exit your body via your stool. But in the case of estrobolome imbalance, instead of exiting, most of the estrogens are reactivated and recirculated throughout your body. So this can lead to estrogen dominance, causing symptoms like heavy periods, fibroids, and cysts, increasing your risk for cervical, breast, and ovarian cancer. Gut dysbiosis can also affect thyroid function, because about 20% of your thyroid hormones are converted to their active state in your gut. Number three is leaky gut. So we've all heard about this, I'm sure. When your gut lining becomes too permeable, known as leaky gut, it leads to chronic inflammation because your body's always trying to fix it, which disrupts virtually everything in your body, including hormone levels. So it also opens the door for autoimmune thyroid conditions to develop, where your thyroid to either overproduces or underproduces its hormones. Common causes of leaky gut include inflammatory diet, stress, medications, toxins, and gut infections. So, let's dig even a little bit deeper, and let's talk about poor gut health and specifically estrogen issues. So The estrogen in your body is processed by bacteria in the gut, which is what we call the estrobolome. This estrobolome includes the enzymes responsible for breaking down hormones and healthy bacteria in your gut. So the estrobolome controls how your body breaks down and eliminates excess estrogen hormones after they've done their job. This process is known as estrogen metabolism. So dysbiosis in the gut, dysbiosis is when the bacteria in your gut is imbalanced, usually due to poor diet and a few other factors. It can lead to either a deficiency or excess of estrogen, which can also result in imbalances in all the other hormones as well. So, diet, lifestyle, and certain medications, as I keep repeating, can affect the healthy function of your estrobolome and estrogen levels. So the metabolism and your levels. Excess estrogen can cause irregular periods, mood changes, weight struggles, headaches, bloating, and other digestive ailments. These symptoms are common with estrogen dominance, too much estrogen. A few examples and explanations of what this can cause in your body. So let's go through a few things. PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. I had it for a few years before I got pregnant with Mila. PCOS is a hormonal disorder that can cause missed periods, weight gain, excess hair growth, and acne. And it is also one of the main causes of infertility. Women with PCOS have a higher rate of gut dysbiosis than women who do not have PCOS. There's also evidence to suggest that changing the composition of the gut bacteria can help alleviate some of the common symptoms of PCOS, such as high androgens and irregular periods. It's really common for PCOS people to take metformin, which is a diabetic medication, for that same reason. Endometriosis is a painful condition in which the tissue that lines the inside of your uterus, the endometrium, starts to grow outside of it. Symptoms are worsened by excess estrogen, which can result from a dysfunctional estrobolome. Poor estrobolome function, estrogen metabolism, remember that's what estrobolome is, in the gut is common with endometriosis. Ovarian, breast, and cervical cancers. There is a strong link between the gut dysbiosis, so an unhealthy gut, and various types of cancer, especially ovarian, breast, and cervical cancers. The gut microbiota metabolizes estrogen to prevent it from recirculating in the blood, like we were talking about earlier, and increasing the risk for estrogen-sensitive cancers. So the estrobolome is a key part in ridding the body of harmful excess estrogen. It's all about too much estrogen that's just floating throughout your body where it's not supposed to be. Thyroid problems. The gut-thyroid connection might be the most sensitive of all the hormone-related problems that begin in the digestive system. Gut dysbiosis is incredibly common with autoimmune thyroid diseases like Hashimoto's, in addition to some types of thyroid cancer. Certain gut bacteria also help process nutrients necessary for the conversion of T4 to T3, such as selenium and zinc. So gut dysbiosis inhibits this process, which may result in symptoms of low thyroid like fatigue and weight gain, which my mom had hypothyroid, so I'm very familiar with all of that stuff. Altered composition of gut bacteria is also associated with high TSH levels. If you have too much TSH in your body may also produce lower levels of T3 and T4. These thyroid hormones affect every tissue in your body and perform several essential functions. And when your thyroid isn't working properly, it's important to get into a qualified holistic practitioner as soon as possible to help you correct that on a root gut level, not just an antibiotic or medication. Estrogen and diabetes. Okay, there's a strong link between gut dysbiosis, estrogen issues, and type 2 diabetes. Gut dysbiosis has been linked to insulin resistance, which is a major precursor for developing type 2 diabetes, just like I was talking earlier about the PCOS. In fact, researchers have found significant differences in the amount and type of bacteria present in the microbiome of those with type 2 diabetes versus those who do not have diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is often caused by diet and lifestyle factors, such as poor diet and being sedentary. Again, something that we can help fix and reverse. We don't have to be on medication. We can do this through diet and exercise. So, restore hormone balance with a healthy gut. Much of what controls whether your gut is healthy or in a state of unhealthy inflammation, like we talked about yesterday, comes from your daily habits, diet, and how you treat your gut. The key takeaway is that a healthier gut means better hormone balance and a happier you. It's all connected. You can build or maintain a healthy gut by eating healthy foods that are good sources of pre- and probiotics, such as fermented foods and nutrient-dense fruits and veggies. Then you'll want to remove some of the detrimental items like ultra-processed foods and alcohol. Yes, alcohol. Alcohol is poison. We talked about that last time. It also helps to address your stress levels, because this can influence your digestive system and hormone balance as well. Stress is a huge factor. It's not just about what we eat. It's about our stress, our mental, everything. So let's go over again what foods you should be eating for a healthy gut. And remember, you want diversity in your gut as well. You want diversity. So all kinds of healthy foods. Eat the rainbow. Eat all the foods in these categories. Your gut wants the diversity of the healthy foods. Okay, so choose foods high in prebiotic fiber. Vegetables, fruits, nuts, and seeds. Some grains are a great source of fiber, and they provide fuel for a healthy gut bacteria. So some of those are garlic, onions, leeks, asparagus, chicory root, Jerusalem artichoke, apples, cacao, flax seeds and hemp seeds, oats and barley. So try and incorporating a couple of these foods into your diet at a time to support a healthy microbiome. Crowd in the good foods, crowd out the bad foods. The important thing to remember is that ultra-processed foods and high-sugar diets do not help restore gut health. I hate to label things as good or bad, but in this case, it's just what it is. Eat more anti-inflammatory foods. So chronic inflammation is one problem area for an unhealthy gut, and hormonal imbalances. And the food you eat can calm or worsen this inflammation. So you want to omit bad foods like vegetable oils, swapping instead for healthy fats from fish instead of oils. Avocados, coconut or olive oils are okay. You can also eat more antioxidant-rich foods like berries, leafy greens, and really high-quality proteins, high quality. Add fermented and cultured foods. Fermented foods contain active, healthy bacteria called probiotics that help balance your overall gut microbiome. A balanced gut microbiome is important for hormonal balance. So yogurt, sauerkraut, kimchi, kombucha, those are all really good sources of probiotics. You could even take a probiotic supplement. If you need help finding one and choosing one, please ask me, because they are not all the same. S. boulardii specific probiotic has been shown to be particularly helpful to combat the effects of the dysbiosis and destroy the protective mechanisms called the biofilms that bad bacteria use to disguise themselves from your immune system. Biofilms is a whole other thing to talk about, but taking a probiotic may also help with proper nutrient absorption, which is critical to rebuilding and maintaining a healthy gut. So you want to eat all these good foods, but you want your gut to actually digest it. Taking a probiotic may also help with proper nutrient absorption, which is critical to rebuilding and maintaining a healthy gut. Probiotic products promote the growth of good bacteria in your digestive tract as well as supporting immune health within your intestinal tract. So that is all I have for you, and it was a lot. So much information, so little time. So I hope you guys learned some new things and you enjoyed this little episode. All right, on to our next topic. See you guys soon.